There are these rare moments in internet history where the rules just quietly but completely change, where the old ways of earning money stop scaling and entirely new systems suddenly allow everyday people to build truly extraordinary income streams. Welcome to this premium note. Today, we're unpacking a massive paradigm shift in the digital economy. We're talking about building an automated income factory using AI and Etsy. And look, we aren't talking about a side hustle where you're manually crafting physical items in your spare time. No way. We're talking about leveraging artificial intelligence to build a scalable, future-ready digital asset ecosystem. If you're ready to stop thinking like a manual worker and start building like a digital architect, well, you are in exactly the right place. Okay, let's dive right into this. We're going to treat this note like a professional mentorship session. Here is our roadmap for today. First up, we'll cover the macro shift in the new digital gold rush. Then, we'll decode the Etsy ecosystem, identify high-profit niches powered by AI, map out your step-by-step creation workflow, master Etsy SEO, and finally, lock down the pricing, branding, and scaling mechanics. By the end of this, you'll be fully equipped to become a true digital system builder.
Section 1. The new digital gold rush, from physical labor to digital leverage.
The internet has evolved so dramatically over the last few years. It used to be a place strictly for content consumption, but now it's a place where people buy instant digital solutions, and AI is absolutely the ultimate accelerator in this new economy. So I really want you to sit with this question for a second. What if you could create a product once and sell it infinitely? Traditional income systems are built entirely on manual effort. You work hours to earn wages. You deal with inventory, shipping logistics, supply chains, the whole shebang. But in the digital product space, a single PDF or a template can be sold 10 times, 1,000 times, or 100,000 times without ever restocking a single shelf. You are exchanging one-time creation for repeated, infinite value extraction. Let's contrast these two mindsets, because this brilliantly illustrates the core economic shift we're talking about. In the old model, you traded time for wages, right? You needed a hard skill, which got you a job, which generated income. And you basically had to be the absolute best designer in the room to win. But the new model, it is all about systems, AI, and distribution leading to automated sales. The winners in this new economy aren't necessarily the most naturally talented artists. They're the people who best understand market demand and use AI to massively leverage their output. Section 2. Decoding the Etsy ecosystem, a search engine for buying solutions. We really need to completely reframe how you look at this platform. Etsy is not a digital craft fair. It is a highly optimized search engine packed with problem-aware buyers. To engineer your success here, you have to understand its three distinct layers. First up is the demand layer. People do not go to Etsy to passively scroll like they do on TikTok. They go with high buyer intent, searching for highly specific things like a budget planner printable. Second is the product layer. Your listing isn't just a pretty visual file, it's literally a digital sales machine built to capture that exact intent. And third is the algorithm layer. Etsy's ranking system is constantly evaluating listings to match the buyer's search intent with a product that is most likely to actually generate a sale. So how does Etsy actually decide who gets visibility? Well, they use 5 core ranking signals. Relevance and click-through rate get you seen. But the absolute most important signal? Conversion rate. That's your ratio of views to purchases. Listen, Etsy does not reward the prettiest design. It rewards the listing that best converts a search query into a completed transaction. If you get a ton of clicks but no buyers, the algorithm is going to bury you. Your job is to engineer a listing that solves a problem so clearly that it practically forces a conversion. You also have your listing quality score, which looks at historical performance stability, and customer experience, which factors in your reviews and refund rates. Section 3. High-profit niches and AI. The production factory. Now that we understand the ecosystem, we need to know exactly where to build, right? We need to find those high-yield resource zones. High-profit niches are not random. They all follow a very specific formula: high urgency, repeatable need, and easy digital delivery. For instance, productivity in business works incredibly well because it solves measurable time and money problems. Think Notion dashboards or KPI trackers. Personal finance targets an evergreen emotional demand for control, so things like budget planners and debt payoff sheets absolutely crush it. And then we have AI native products. This is the fastest growing, most under-optimized market out there right now. People are desperately searching for ChatGPT prompt packs and workflow templates to save themselves time. To absolutely dominate these niches, you don't need to hire a massive, expensive team. You just need to deploy an advanced AI workflow stack.
You use ChatGPT and Perplexity AI in the idea layer for trend discovery. Then, Canva AI and Midjourney generate your layouts and visuals in the creation layer. You feed those right back into a ChatGPT SEO prompt engine to generate your titles and tags for the optimization layer. You automate external traffic with a Pinterest scheduler in the distribution layer. And finally, you track your wins using eRank and Everbee in the analytics layer. You are essentially acting as the CEO. And these AI tools, they're your copywriters, your designers, and your SEO experts, all working at lightning speed.
Section 4. Step-by-step creation workflow, the AI production loop. All right, it's time to take all this theory and map out your exact actionable playbook. Think of this as your 5-step factory floor. Step 1. Validate demand. Never, ever build in the dark. Check eRank for keyword volume and analyze top listing reviews. Step 2. Generate the structure. Ask ChatGPT to design your exact product blueprint. Step 3. Create visual layouts. Translate that AI output into beautifully structured Canva templates. Step 4. Build variations. Don't just make one single product, scale it up into a targeted product family. Step 5. Package the solution beautifully. Export your PDFs, include crystal clear instructions, and ensure instant usability. Remember, you're orchestrating a digital factory now. You're not just manually crafting. Section 5. Etsy SEO and ranking, matching human intent. Because let's be totally honest for a second. You could build the greatest AI-generated product in the world, but if the algorithm can't read it, your product simply does not exist. So the absolutely crucial point here is how you structure your title. This is your most powerful ranking signal. The winning plug-and-play formula is primary keyword plus use case plus benefit plus audience. For example, budget planner printable, which is our keyword, monthly expense tracker, that's the use case, financial organizer for beginners, covering the benefit and the audience. This formula perfectly translates human intent into a language that the Etsy algorithm actively rewards. Furthermore, we have to talk about your tags. Your tags are essentially hidden search entry points. Do not waste them on single broad words like planner or budget. They are way too competitive and just too vague. Treat every single tag as a highly specific door into your store. Focus strictly on long-tail buyer intent phrases, things like budget tracker printable or money planner PDF. These are exactly what capture highly specific, ready-to-buy traffic. Section 6. Pricing, branding, and scaling, turning attention into income. We've made it to the final phase of our note today. Let's look at the exact business mechanics required to take your optimized products and scale them into serious digital income. First off, your Etsy store is a trust engine. When a buyer clicks your listing, they evaluate in mere seconds whether your brand can actually solve their specific problem. A strong store identity equals outcome plus audience plus transformation. So don't name your store something generic like creative designs. Name it something purpose-driven, like productive life systems. Clarity always beats creativity because clarity builds immediate trust. Next up is the psychology of pricing. Price follows performance, and it acts as a strong signal of perceived value. We generally have 3 zones here. The entry zone, right around $1.99 to $5.99, is designed to build early listing history and trigger the algorithm when you first launch. The standard zone, $6 to $15, is your sweet spot for stable, sustainable sales. But the premium zone, $15 to $50 or more, is where true wealth building happens. This is where you sell full system bundles and high-ticket business kits. And I've got a massive monetization insight for you here. When you group your digital products into a comprehensive bundle, say, combining a budget planner, a debt tracker, and an investment log, that bundle will routinely outperform single product sales by 3 to 7 times. It dramatically increases your average order value and your overall revenue without you needing a single extra drop of new traffic. It's a total game changer. To tie this all together into a really practical roadmap, here are your scaling phases to hit that $10,000 a month mark and beyond. In phase 1, validation, you're making $0 to $500 a month. Focus purely on launching 10 to 20 listings and mastering your SEO. In phase 2, optimization, you are scaling from $500 to $3,000 a month. Look at your data, double down on your winners, and improve those conversion rates. Finally, phase 3, expansion. This is the $3,000 to $10,000 plus range where you launch those premium product bundles and roll out a highly profitable multi-store strategy. I want to leave you with this final, incredibly powerful thought from our source material to wrap things up. The winners are not the most talented creators. They are the best system builders. You have the AI tools. You understand the marketplace demand. The only question is, are you ready to stop thinking like a manual worker and start thriving as an architect in the new digital economy? Get out there and start building your systems today.